So as people continue to dig into the brand new set photos from Spider-Man 3 from Atlanta, people are realizing that despite Tom Holland being in the suit, it might not actually end up being that way in the final cut of the film, as there's quite a few noticeable changes that many people are looking at and trying to make a connection if that is in fact going to turn out to be Tobey MaGuire as Spider-Man. So let's get to that. So I've already done a video talking about the fact that the new Spider-Man film, at least for a part of it, will be set around Christmas time because we've seen those photos, and there's plenty of hints and implications of where the story could go, and we definitely know that it's a multiverse film. Now when it comes to some of the brand new photos that we've seen, I've already said that the suit is seeing some subtle changes. Like for example, there is no web cartridges to be found on Tom Holland's new black Spider-Man suit, which is rather interesting because, well, he needs web cartridges. And as some people have pointed out from other screenshots that have hit the internet and from people close to the set reporting, it looks like the suit is also missing where the web shooters would be. And on the set where they were shooting, it definitely looks like there's all sorts of things around Atlanta, which of course is doubling down for New York, that hints towards some sort of trial and Spider-Man standing trial in front of a court. Hence why Charlie Cox's Daredevil, aka Matt Murdock, is reportedly back, and that's what he was doing there before they went to the streets of Atlanta to shoot that. So the speculation now shifts to, well, if there's a Spider-Man swinging around in Tom Holland's Spider-Man suit, and he doesn't require web cartridges, and he doesn't require web shooters, then is that possibly Tobey MaGuire putting on the suit and him showing up while Peter Parker is in the court scene to sort of go, yeah, no, that was all a setup. Now, one thing many people have said is it can't be him because Tobey Maguire's body build is different than Tom Holland's. And yes, that's true, but I want to take you back to all the Spider-Man films in the MCU. And when we see the set photos from Homecoming, for example, his suit was rather baggy. And it looked like it didn't even fit him properly, and there was elements of that in Civil War as well, and even Far From Home. It all depends on which suit he's wearing, and again, we know that Marvel Studios and Disney and Sony take whatever suit he's wearing and literally slather CG all over it. Look at the trailers from Far From Home, the early trailer where he was wearing the normal suit, and then in the final cut of the film, where he's wearing a completely different suit. So this really would not surprise me at all. And that again would make sense, and if you guys remember, Kevin Feige recently said some of the theories in relation to Spider-Man 3 he's seen are shockingly close to what might be happening. And as far as I look back, there's always been that theory that, hey, maybe they're going to bring in one of the other multiverse Spider-Men, and they pretend to be Spider-Man so they can get everybody off of Peter Parker. So maybe that's how they sort of crack open the multiverse to help Spidey out, and then things just sort of escalate as villains start pouring in from everywhere, and they messed up really bad, and then they got to solve this entire situation. Multiple Spideys. You got Daredevil, you got Doctor Strange, Wanda maybe, we don't really know, but it does sort of line up. And if you look at those pictures of the suit, yeah, why is he missing cartridges? Why is he missing web shooters? Well, there's one Spider-Man that doesn't need either of those, and he's going to be in the film. So what do you guys think about this one? Do you think there's any truth to this theory that people are now putting out there, and now it's further backed up with actual proof? I mean, if this turns out to be true, then damn, people were spot on with that one.